A key summit involving leaders from North, Central, and South America kicking off today in Los Angeles. But Mexico's president says he is skipping it out of protest since Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela were not invited. The U.S. is hosting the week-long event in Los Angeles. That means that President Biden gets to decide the guest list. NBC News White House correspondent Mike Memoli is in L.A. for that summit. Mike, first off, just sort of explain to us, why were those three countries in particular not invited? And what is the White House saying about Mexico's decision?
Well, Morgan, this kind of diplomatic dust-up is not unusual around the Summit of the Americas. This is the 9th summit. It happens usually every 3 years. And in the view of the United States, this is meant to be a summit of democracies from the Western Hemisphere. But some of our allies, including in this case Mexico, believe that every country in the Western Hemisphere should be participating. Ultimately, as you say, the White House says they have the discretions as the host this time. They have concerns about what they see as the lack of human rights protections, some of the democratic norms backsliding, particularly in Venezuela and Nicaragua over this time. And so they ultimately did not want to essentially reward the formal governments of those countries with an invitation to the U.S. Now, a White House official is stressing that these countries will have representation in the form of some of the pro-democratic activists attending some of the events around the summit, if not the summit itself. And in response to Mexico's president, to his decision to boycott this, the White House is saying he's been invited to the White House in July, and the two leaders will sit together face to face then.
Okay, so they'll have sort of an offline. But I mean, President Biden, what are his goals for the summit overall?
Well, this is somewhat of an embarrassment because it overshadows these goals that the U.S. has for this. They really wanted to showcase this summit in the president's backyard, especially the vice president's backyard, on one of the big political issues that they've been dealing with, especially migration, the root causes of migration, particularly from Central America. They wanted to use this summit to showcase what they called regional solutions to regional challenges. But the White House is saying, even if Mexico is not at the table in terms of their president being here, they will have a delegation here, and they are also among the countries that are coming to the table with some substantive commitments to try to tackle these root causes, including the economy, corruption, and public safety. We're also going to see a significant focus on private sector engagement in this, and that's actually, the vice president is already here. The president doesn't come till Wednesday, but she'll be announcing some major private sector commitments and investment in the region to try to deal with the economic situation there.
Well, we look forward to you bringing us those advancements on Wednesday. Mike Memoli joining us from sunny Los Angeles. Mike, great to see you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.